Bryan is very, 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 very depressed. It seems like. Where's the clip? Where do I have it here? Is it the scrap story? There we go. Yeah, this one here. Bryan Callen's not happy about his career. Bryan Callen is not happy about where his stand-up career is at the moment. I'm sure it's not a surprise to most of you, but Bryan Callen is definitely not very happy about the state of his career. So random in the episode, Joy Coy's name is mentioned, right? As usual, these comedians, they do it to themselves, to be fair. They do it to themselves. They bum themselves out themselves because they're always comparing themselves to the next man. But they don't compare themselves to the guy that's on their level. They compare themselves to the guy that's like way, 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 way ahead, right? Which I think is bad because the comparison is the thief of all joy, right? As the saying goes. Comparison is the thief of all joy. Especially when you're comparing yourself to fucking Joe Coy, you know? He's on another fucking level. Another level. Anyway, Bryan Callen saw Joy Coy's Instagram on the screen and got very depressed, got very introspective, and just started to, like, you know, bemoan the state of his career. But one thing I noticed, Brendan was very hesitant to really say the truth about why Bryan's where he's at. Number one, he didn't really acknowledge the role that Brendan played in it, because he never does, by the way. He makes it seem like the rape allegations were the only reason why Bryan kind of career stalled. The rape allegations didn't help. The lack of defense as well didn't help, because I think if Bryan would have attacked the rape allegations on the front foot and came out, put his phone up against a fucking cup and just sat on the table and spoke clearly and said, hey, I'm going to go through each account and I'm going to give you my version of events. But at no point did anybody get raped. And then actually defend yourself, innit? He didn't do that. He instead was, you know, talking about, you know, whatever on the camera. He tried to fucking sue the rape accuser, and he went into hiding for a little bit. Bad move. But I think the worst thing that happened to his career, in my opinion, was how he got kind of ostracized from the comedy scene when Brendan and Bryan were in that fight, you know, with fucking, with Kalila and Bobby Lee. When allegedly Bryan got on the phone and started screaming at Bobby Lee, threatening him with Joe Rogan, threatening him with violence, probably, I don't know. I think that was what really fucked up Bryan's career, because everybody else in the comedy industry, comedy scene, the other comedians who could help him out by coming on the show, by going on their show, they all chose fucking Bobby Lee's side, you know? They all had to choose sides and they all chose Bobby Lee's side, which left him in a lurch. And in that same time, Brendan chose to quit stand-up. So he left him all alone. The one guy who he could have maybe locked in arms with and gone on tour with, did whatever, in the midst of all that, Brendan quit stand-up. So you're literally all by yourself. And you're going for a cancellation. So you can't go on Rogan, you can't be around those guys, and you've also got beef with Bobby Lee. So those are the things that happen. But Brendan doesn't really say too much. He kind of like resists the urge to really say anything. But Bryan sounds really depressed. Really fucking depressed.
Oh, real quick. So Jamie Foxx posted this on his Instagram. This is about Joe Coy, who we were talking about. He went to his show.
Well, Joe Coy's amazing.
Crazy. I was back there cracking up. And you made this.
Hat's too big, though, yeah?
You did. You made this.
He's a Mountie in California, in Canada.
Thank you, man. Like you said from the get-go. Man, you killed that shit. Thank you. Rest well, brother. Thank you. Fantastic. And thank you for letting me hang out.
Bro, that shit. Bro,
that guy. Jamie Foxx is so talented. It's weird. How cool is that?
He's so talented he can wear stupid hats and no one has anything to say about it.
70,000 people.
look at hold on, let me zoom in on Callen's head when Chin says 70,000. When Chin plays that clip and Chin says 70,000 people, sold out arena, right? Look at Callen's face when he sees that sold out crowd on the screen. Honestly, man, bless him, man. Look at his face. He's so miserable. Look at his face.
How cool is that?
He's so talented he can wear stupid hats and no one has anything to say about it.
Jamie Foxx went to his show not to perform, just to go watch him. Jamie Foxx, another A-list celebrity, happened to just went to watch him perform. So he not only has a clip of Jamie Foxx glazing him and thanking him for the show, there also has a clip of him performing in front of a sold-out arena crowd, 70,000 people. Look at Callen's face.
70,000 people.
The blinking. He's shaking his head. He thinks of like imagine performing. He's thinking to himself now. Imagine performing Mandragon in front of them. That's what he's thinking now. He's closed his eyes. He's thinking to himself, imagine if I could perform Mandragon in front of these people. Imagine if I could go in front of all these people. Imagine if I could talk about wanting to be a man and riding a horse and how my legs are. Right? Imagine if I could do that. Imagine. Look at him. He's not happy, man. Look. He's like, look at that. He's like, look. That's a stage. That's a stage. It's a stage. But actually, you know what, right? To be fair to Bryan, though, stand-up is fucking awful, innit, in a way. Because on one side, you've got Brendan performing the Gringo Pappy in front of a cut-out cardboard landscape of like a cityscape, right? Fucking of skyscrapers, right? Whatever, right? Then you've got Joe Coy performing in an arena that looks like the place where a K-pop band should be, The Weeknd should be, Drake should be, you know? Adele should be. The fucking difference is crazy, isn't it? Like, one person's performing in fucking, you know, in casinos. One person's performing at the back of a fucking coffee shop. The other person's performing in a fucking arena. It's like, and you're probably the same age as well. You start at the same time. It's like, it can be a brutal industry, man. Brutal industry.
What a show.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah.
With the Jabberwocky?
What?
Not gonna lie, looks like a fun show though. I'm not gonna lie, it looks like a fun show. It looks like a really fun show. Joe Coy actually puts on a bit of a fun show there. Like, not just him telling jokes. There's like Jabberwocky's dancing and shit. Maybe there's some on performing. Looks like a really fun show.
Hey, what kind of show is this?
Yeah.
Dude, Joe Coy's playing 2 stadiums. Holy shit.
That's crazy. I'm doing Duckworth's.
I'm doing Riot and I'm 60.
I'll be in Charlotte at Duckworth's.
You know, I would open up for Joe.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
A bunch of times, yeah.
He's funny.
Look at the brag. Look at the humble brag from Brendan. What a cunt, innit? Look at the humble brag from Brendan. Bryan admits, yeah, and I'm performing at the Riot Comedy Club and I'm 60. Nick Simmons, yeah, I'm performing at this other shitty club, right? Like as like a self-deprecating joke, and Brendan steps in. Well, you know what, guys? I actually opened for him in one of those arenas. Yeah, I bet it was fucking horrible. But there was a time though, I do believe it's true, because there was a time where Joe Coy and Brendan were quite close. Because I don't know why. I think he came on the show as a guest a few times actually. Yeah, and actually he was, yeah. There was a period where he was a guest on the TFATK quite often, to be honest. They were decent episodes. And they kind of know each other. So there was a time where that was true, I'm sure. Plus Joe Coy was actually giving Brendan a lot of tips, trying to help him with his career, because I think he was aware of the Reddit. He was trying to actually help him, like how to manage the hate, read the comments, go and do. Because I think, yeah, I remember that clip. There's a clip of Joe Coy basically telling Brendan off for being big time and not going and doing smaller radio shows. Because Brendan was like, oh, I don't do smaller radio shows if I'm going to promote my special. I just go to the big league. I just stick to fucking Joe Rogan. Let's see if I can find it. He kind of tells him off a bit.
Super special edition of Fighter and the Kid. Bryan the Kid Callen decided to go play grab ass in Montreal.
Yeah, see? They were close. I believe the opener story. I believe it. They were close at one point. They were quite close. Yeah, there you go. I think this is a conversation about radio.
With my career is, yeah, I'm sold out, but I'm still going to do radio.
You're still going to do press.
Oh, are you kidding me? Radio is king. To this day, it's still king.
Interesting.
Oh, to this day. Because it just is. Like, there's still that, you know,
because I would argue
there's
podcast
a reason
is king.
Huh?
Well,
100% podcast is king, but you still gotta face the fact that there's 2-3 million people listening to LA radio right now in the morning.
At least.
At least. So why aren't you talking to them?
Exactly. And that's why Joe Coy is in theaters. That's why Joe Coy is in arenas. He pays attention to the detail. Now I'm going to go back to that clip with Bryan in a minute. I'll let this play out a bit, but you'll see a bit where Bryan basically admits he doesn't really do much, doesn't market himself, doesn't use social media enough. It's a bit stuck in these old ways of just like, oh yeah, the work will sell itself. The work will sell itself. No, the work isn't enough. You have to do clips. You have to go on shows. You have to be doing, you gotta be on it. And Bryan's never been on it. That's why he's not performing in fucking arenas and theaters. Obviously, and also there's an aspect of like, maybe it's just not for him, right? Maybe, you know, your destiny isn't to be in a fucking arena. But there's a reason why he's at the level that he's at. And it's because of this attention to detail. And this was a funny episode where Brendan's like surprised. Because in his head, he thinks, oh no, I'm sold out. Why would I bother promoting it? You promote yourself on the radio for another show in the future so people could fucking remember you for next time. So next time you come through their town, that's when they're going to make sure to book tickets. You don't not go on radio because you're sold out. Oh, I'm sold out. I don't need to market anymore. The event is sold out. Let me go around and rip all the posters off. Let me rip all the posters off on the wall because I'm sold out. You still leave the posters up because it's a good advertisement for you. Same like going on radio. You go on radio, you do podcasts as well, because I would imagine anyway, I'm not sure if this is true, but I would imagine the people that listen to radio aren't probably the same people that listen to podcasts. It's probably a very different audience, but it's still an audience. It's still people. Why not get in front of them? You know what I mean? So the fact that Joe Coy even had to tell Brendan this blew his mind was kind of embarrassing, you know, but it does explain why Joe is at that level and those guys aren't, at least Bryan anyway.
That's live, man. Like that's your chance.
So when you do,
why wouldn't you go on there and talk about your podcast?
Exactly.
That's you assuming that everybody in Los Angeles knows about this show. That's a brave assumption. You want to win more.
It's a dumb assumption.
It is. Yeah. It's bad. But you're not dumb.
No.
You're not. But you got to understand, there's a reason why Big Boy is still fucking badass out here. There's a reason why Jay Cruz has a show. That's why the Woody show is syndicated. That's why Bob and Tom have, like, those markets and those shows and those platforms still exist for a reason.
So when you go into a city, like I'm in Nashville next week, when I go to Nashville, they ask me to do press, and I always go, who is it? What do they want me to do?
Bro, you should play I will play Soccer Mom channel.
Imagine being a new comic. Like, Brendan at this time, right? Whenever this was filmed, Brendan was definitely not a 5-year comic. When this was filmed, Brendan was definitely not more than a 5-year comic. Imagine the hubris, the ego that you have to think that you're above promoting yourself for free. It's not like they're fucking asking you to pay. You don't have to go and pay to be on these shows. These shows want to have you on there. These radio channels, these radio stations want to have you on there to talk about yourself, to talk about the shows that you do, to hang out. Imagine not wanting to go on these shows to promote yourself because you think you're too big for it. Imagine. God almighty. All the potential new fans you could have made. All the potential new fans you could have made. You don't make them because you feel like, nah, I'm sure to go on Rogan. Rogan's enough. Brother, everybody on Rogan knows who you are. Everyone on Rogan already knows who you are. Why not expose yourself to a new audience? Why not go in other places? Crazy. This is probably the same thinking that Bryan Callen had.
I will go to the pop radio. I will do anything. I'll go to a talk show. I don't give a shit. Like, talk to them. Do me. They love you if you did that. That's a great relationship to have.
Interesting.
You know what's really funny too? I remembered. This is some years ago, right? This is like 6 years ago or something. 6 years ago, this would have been even better too, because I think back then was when the time when Bobby Lee's clips and who's the other guy? Bobby Lee and fucking Mark Normand and Bert Kreischer. Remember their clips where they go on like TV channels or they'd go on like random radio shows and those clips would go viral. Like, that's another reason to go on there too. Maybe you might catch a little viral clip off of being on there, or just a clip you can put onto your socials regardless. Why not go on the shows? It's fucking crazy how Brendan thinks he's above it. There's no need to go on these shows. I've got Rogan in my corner. Why would I go there? I've got Rogan. God almighty. No wonder his comedy career failed.
Like, how cool is it to go into a place and go, I'm sold out. I'm just here to say hi. Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
And they love you and they appreciate you for that. And I had 3 shows at the Wynn that were sold out 6 months in advance. My shows were in June. They were sold out in January. I still did a full media run in Vegas as if the show only had 2 tickets sold.
Hold on. Where's that venue? Where's that venue?
I did a full media in advance. And they appreciate you for that. I had 3 shows at the Wynn that were sold out
at the Wynn. Is it at the Windmill?
6 months in advance. I appreciate you for that. I had 3 shows at the Wynn that were sold out 6
at the Window Comedy Club. Let's see. Was it Windmill? Windmill Comedy Club? What's that? What the fuck's a windmill? The Windmill? Is that the one? Or the Window? Is it the Window? What the fuck was that comedy club? The Window? The Windmill? The Window? Is it the Window? The Window Comedy Club, Joe Coy. What's the Window? Joe Coy, come to the window. Was it the Widow? Oh, the Win. Okay, my bad. Sorry, the Win. The Win Comedy Club. What's the Win? How Joe Coy? Okay, Win. Okay, the Win Encore. The Win Encore in Las Vegas, right? There we go. Encore. Okay, this is the one. So the Win Encore. What's the capacity of the Win Encore? What's the capacity? Venue capacity. Win Encore venue capacity. Let's see. God damn. Joe Coy sold out a venue, a theater, right? The Encore Theater at the Wynn Las Vegas. It's approximately 1,480 to 490 capacity. A 1,500 capacity arena theater. He sold out, yet he still went on the radio show to promote himself just to hang out for the sake of it. Yet Brendan at that time wasn't selling out or performing at these type of places and selling them out 6 months in advance. He was performing in comedy clubs. Brendan was performing in comedy clubs. Joe Coy at that point was performing in theaters and selling them out 6 months in advance, and he was still doing more press, more marketing, more hustle than what Brendan and Bryan were doing. And they wonder why they're not successful. They wonder why they weren't super successful.
6 months in advance. My shows were in June. They were sold out in January. I still did a full media run in Vegas as if the show only had 2 tickets sold.
And then you push everything.
I did every news outlet, media, radio, everything in Vegas.
I'm listening.
And I did not have to be there.
I'm listening, man.
Yeah.
I'll do that from now on.
Yeah, man.
And you sell more tickets than anybody I know.
But you got to maintain that.
You sell more tickets than what anyone I know. By the way, just looking at the money side of things, and Joe Coy is looking at it from, he's not even looking for the money side of things. He's saying you just got to maintain your level. You have to maintain your level. You don't maintain your level by doing less, right? By pulling back. You maintain your level by doing more. Especially nowadays, with given the digital landscape. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but if you want to be big, that's what you have to do. Simple as that.
You know, and like I said, not everybody knows that you. Just because you're sold out doesn't mean everybody knows you're there.
Exactly.
You ever leave a market and they get a tweet going, "Hey, when you come to Nashville?" It's like, motherfucker, I was just there.
Oh, dude, that breaks my heart.
Yeah.
When someone goes, "Chubb, when you come to Indianapolis," I'm like, "I was there last weekend."
And the reason why is because you thought the pod let them know.
Here's the other.
But if you would have done,
you're right.
Is that like a main character thing? By the way, is that a main character thing? What do you think that is? Is that a main character thing? That Brendan actually thinks that at that time TFATK was big enough that, oh yeah, everyone heard of it because I've got the Fighting the Kid. My podcast is Fighting the Kid. Everyone's heard of it. Everyone will know that I'm doing a show. Your podcast is niche. It's at that time it was popular. Don't get me wrong, right? This particular episode, how many views did it got? This episode got like 200,000 views at the time. Really good. I'm sure it's well known at that time, but it's not popular enough to the level of like, you know what I mean? Not needing to do press or promo. That's fucking insane.
Here's the other thing. So when I was in Indianapolis, I did this like radio interview on ESPN, but it's a local like Indianapolis ESPN station. I didn't want to do it. I kept blowing it off. My brother's like, "Hey man, they really want you to do this. Just do it." It's like, all right, I do it. The guy was great. Really, you know, a lot of these radio DJs been doing it forever.
Yeah.
Really good dude. I get done. And I get a text from the club, goes, "Whatever you did, fucking move some tickets.
Yeah.
And my brother texts me, goes, man, so many guys that I work with just heard you on the radio. I'm like, what? That shit still works?
Yes. It's not that.
This is making me angry now. So he has direct experience. He has an anecdotal story of this one time that he actually gave in and went to a fucking radio show that was pestering him to go. He actually turns up, does the interview goes well, and then the club person, the club manager, the booker, calls him and lets him know, hey, whatever you did worked because you sold a bunch of tickets. Yet he still didn't want to do it. Later on, he didn't want to copy whatever worked prior that helped him sell tickets that he didn't want to do. He didn't then just copy it late. What? How does that make sense? Jesus Christ.
I came up with it in a different kind of like a podcast is king. You don't need to do this other stuff.
Podcast is king.
But so
no, that's not true. Again, he's so dumb. Nobody's saying you don't need, like, nobody goes around saying you don't need to, like, nowadays, right? Nowadays, I think if you want to market people, and I'm sure some of you guys have seen it, nowadays, marketing is really difficult, especially coming from me being somebody that's worked in marketing. I've been a marketing executive, I've been a marketing assistant, I've been a social media manager, community manager. I've had these jobs where you're essentially tasked with trying to organically, not with paid search or anything, organically, not with paid media or anything, you're trying organically to get whatever you're working with, whatever your service you're working for, whatever person you're working for, you're trying to get them in front of people's eyes. But nowadays, with the abundance of content, with the abundance of slop, with the abundance of ads, it's harder than ever to get people's attention. Harder than ever. But if you do want to get their attention, it actually serves you best if you try an unconventional approach. Instead of doing the standard fucking Instagram adverts, Instagram posts, Facebook, whatever, if you actually went out and bought a billboard, great idea. If you actually decided to do a run of interviews on like daytime radio shows, great idea. If you decide to do daytime TV interviews, great idea. If you decide to put an advert, if you decide to fucking put an advert out in your local paper, advertising your special, and when it's fucking airing, great idea. Those unconventional, almost archaic approaches or whatever platforms might be the better way to actually get people to come to your shows or to, buy your products and shit. On top of what you already do, podcasting, social media posts, whatever. Like his head is so binary, right? Like so fucking like one track mind. Oh, like, because podcast is king, you don't do radio anymore. No, you do them both. You do everything. Especially if you want to get people to buy your tickets, you do fucking everything.
It's radio.
No, what I'm saying is it's that.
Oh yeah, true. Big up nonchalant charlatan. Yeah, he did buy that billboard, innit? The fucking Gringo Pappy billboard. I forgot about that. So he actually did do it at one point. Yeah, true. Let me see what Gringo Pappy billboard. Yeah, I remember this. I remember that. What a fucking time to be alive. But look where it was, a horrible location though. Didn't look that great. I'm not gonna lie. It did not look that great. Horrible location. Looks like it's covered by a tree, right? And it's like on a weird place. But at least he did something.
Another platform that still exists.
Yeah, you're right.
And like, yeah, podcast is king, but like, dude, morning TV is still the shit.
Yeah,
like morning news
has it on.
KTLA, are you kidding me? Like, you should be on KTLA. You should be like,
You're gonna hate me. You want to hear this?
What?
For KTLA, for promotion of my special.
You didn't do it?
Jesus Christ. Exactly. KTLA size of listeners. Size of listenership. Or size of audience. Let's see what it says. Let's see what it says. Let's see what it says. The potential he missed out on. Fire major failure. Why doesn't say number? Size of audience. KTLA brought in 280,000 viewers at 6 p.m. Potentially missing out on getting your thing seen or heard by 200,000 people. Nearly 300,000 people you're missing out on. Nearly 300,000 people. The 3.7 million viewers. Largest TV audience ever was Apollo landing on that show. Like, come on, man. Come on, Brendan. Come on.
I pretended I was sick.
I'm pretending you're on TV. I'm pretending you're looking at me right now. What the fuck are you doing?
I know.
Dude.
I know.
Yes, you do that. Yes, you talk to Sam Rubin.
I should have got a call.
And again, people like this get the best luck. People like Brendan get the best luck somehow. Absolute bare minimum king. Always does the bare minimum. Big up Casual. Always does the bare minimum. Goes out of his way to not do enough. Goes out of his way to fuck up sometimes. Doesn't have the best attitude. Maybe is a bit of a douchebag. Not the most likable person in the world. But still finds a way to fail upwards. Still finds a way to keep some money in his pocket. That's the funny thing. He's been given a lot of opportunities over the years. Most people that in his place who had opportunities that he fumbled would have had to work a regular job by now. But he's still here. He's still doing the damn thing. This is something about, I don't know how. He's got the luck of the Irish on him. He's got the luck of the Irish on him somehow.
From Joe Coy.
Yeah, man. That's to me, and that's in anything you do though. To just assume that everybody knows your business. No. I have a billboard up, so everyone should come to my restaurant. Exactly. No, man, you need to go out there and tell everybody you have a restaurant.
No, I'm with you. I don't assume everybody. I'm not that naive.
No, I know you're
ego's not that big. My thing is, I'm like, it's not my demographic. They're older.
And isn't that what you?
So you don't want other demographics. You want to just talk to the people that only come to your shows only. You don't want to get as many people as possible to know about you. Honestly, I forgot how dumb this episode was. I forgot how dumb this exchange was. You don't want other people to know about you. You just want the people that already know about you to know about you. You don't want to expand. You don't want to expand your audience. Grow your audience. Grow your community. Nah, let's just stick to who we know. Oh, strong colonizer energy there, by the way. There's some shades of colonizer energy there, you know? Just me and my people, nobody else. No colors allowed. No colors allowed type shit.
What? I should do it. Yeah, you're right.
That's the yeah, man. You're
right.
Eating your words right now. That's not my demo. What the fuck? What is your demo? Your demo is anyone that likes to laugh. There is no age.
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. What is your demo? Brendan's about to say white. White 18 to 45. That's what he wanted to say, but he stopped himself, innit? Preferably white 18 to 25. But if a Hispanic guy, I could include. Jesus Christ.
There is no race. Like I sold out in Singapore. How the fuck did that happen?
Yeah, big up Petty K, exactly. 18 to 26 white, exactly. Big up Petty K, you see me. Big up Isanella. Leave the marketing to me, exactly. Big up Young about narcissism. Everyone knows where I am and what I'm doing, exactly. Big up B. Mullery. I think deep down he knew how bad he was at comedy and only went to perform in front of his support. Oh, that's a good point, actually. That's actually a good point. It's actually kind of similar to that Dark Side feel. It's actually kind of similar to DSP. DSP has always said he wants to be left alone. DSP wants to be left alone, and he's also very averse to doing anything that might grow his channel. Anything that might actually allow his channel to grow, get a bigger audience, whatever, have his stuff seen by more people, he avoids it. He always makes excuses about trying to grow his audience or doing new things. And most of the reason why is because he wants to be left alone to beg for money in peace. So yeah, I think you got a point there. I've recognized that in DSP. He definitely talks a lot about why you just leave me alone in my corner of the internet. Leave me alone. Wings is like that too. They're very like, hey, I don't want to be big. I just want to talk to this particular audience that already like me. Because if I go to other people, they're going to see I'm not a good person. They're going to not like me. It's going to make me feel bad. It's going to ruin my mood. It might make me, I mean, like, yeah, I get it. They probably won't think I'm funny. I'm only gonna perform for the people who think I'm funny.
Happen.
Well,
No, I'm just saying, and you can too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Like you should always look at somebody and not hate on them, but be inspired by them. Like, yo, that dude sold out an arena. I can sell an arena.
100%.
100%.
Yeah. 100%.
Always use that as inspiration.
Oh,
let the haters hate, because that's only going to feed your fire, bro.
Yeah.
Look at the words that you're trying to give him. But yeah, in order to sell an arena, you also have to do everything that's possible to get your shit seen by people. Put your stuff in front of people's eyes. You can't sell out arenas by only performing to your own audience, to your home crowd. You know what I mean? You don't do it that way. You sell out arenas by getting seen by more than people that just like you.
Anyone that hates is just going to be the only person that gets affected by shouting out hatred or throwing hate your way. They're the only ones that suffer, because they're using all their energy to promote your product.
Yep.
That's how you got to look at shit. Don't ever think of like, yo, this dude's hating on me. That's going to affect my business. No, it's not. It's going to help your business.
Well,
because
he doesn't agree with that one. Brendan went to shut it down. Brendan went to shut down the Reddit, which was basically free promo. He went to fucking sue Unique and get him silenced. So it's actually the opposite. He doesn't want to say it, but this is actually the opposite of what Brendan thinks when it comes to hate. When it comes to hate, he wants to silence everybody. Kill them, silence them, anything. Throw them in jail. He doesn't want it at all. He doesn't get it one bit.
That guy is giving other people. That guy is using his platform to give them a chance to figure out whether or not they hate you
to
as
make
well.
their own assumptions.
That's all he's doing. He's going, hey, you guys, I hate that guy. What are your thoughts? Probably about.
Big up Key P. DSP ruined his career when he started caught gooning. I don't think so, you know. I disagree. I think DSP's biggest problem is the greediness, is the entitlement, is the begging. I don't think people hate DSP for the gooning or it ruined his career that much. I don't think it's that big of an issue. I think the issue has been like nearly 30-year streak of just like begging for tips, begging for donos, begging, demanding, insisting. I think all that shit is way worse. Way worse. Plus the way he talks to his fans. I don't think getting caught jacking off on camera, no one could actually see his dick or anything. He gave the O face and stuff. I get it. But I think in terms of ruining his career, the fact that he's not like a normal person, you know, he has a very warped and weird way of looking at the world. He doesn't leave his house. He's really entitled and greedy. His streams are not that great. They're super low quality, not entertaining. He drags shit on, stalls all the time. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think the lack of quality of his show is the main problem as well. But the begging for sure. I don't think the gooning helped hurt him that much. But everything else in between has definitely not helped him. And just in general, he's just like Brendan. They can't avoid it. He's just like a very unlikable person. Do you know what I mean? Just one of those things.
80% are going to be like, I kind of like him, so thanks for telling me.
Yeah, thanks.
And then the other 20% is like, yo, I'm with you. And those dickheads you don't want anyway.
I remember I asked you, I went, hey, Ham, how do you deal with hate? And you just sent me a picture of a racehorse with blinders on like this.
I did. I literally, he goes, how do you deal with
that
hate?
picture on my phone.
Did you really?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's real.
I always ask people way more successful than me, like, how do you deal with like haters and the activity? And he didn't say anything. He just sent me a picture of fucking racehorse. These
a
two
horse with fucking a racehorse.
And the horse is like fucking
with blinders. That motherfucker only has one thing in front of him.
And the only reason why he's listening to Joe Coy, right? The only reason why he's listening and he's kind of like absorbing it all and looking at him with like starry eyes, because he's rich. Because Joe Coy is rich and he's famous. That's the only people that Brendan respects. If you got money, and if you're famous, he's gonna respect you. He's gonna listen to you. If a comedian on his level would have told him this, he would have been told him to shut the fuck up. But because it's Joe Coy, he's listening. He's been a good student. Crazy.
Fucking prize. Yeah.
You don't know. Big up casual. Wait, DSP jacked off. You don't know. You don't fucking know about. You don't fucking know about this. Was it? Let me see. DSP famous video. Is it famous video? DSP gets caught. There you go. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, you don't remember this. This is mad law. You don't remember this. This is DSP law, man. Look at the O face. Look at him. He's up. So basically what happens, he's streaming as usual, right? He's streaming as usual. He's about to go on a break. And when he'd go on a break, he would usually he'd usually have like a slideshow. A slideshow of all these different screens, different kind of artwork and whatever, advertisements. And he'd take himself off camera. he switched the camera, he switched the screens, so it'll be the slideshow, right? The kind of advert thing. And then he'd go off and do his thing, eat, whatever, take a shit, and then come back. But this particular occasion, he forgot to switch the screens. He forgot to turn off the camera. And this was caught. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. And he finished, by the way. He finished. Of course. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Ill. Right? Jesus Christ. Still going. Still going. I think it's finished now, right? Is it finished now? Yeah, it leans forward. Look, it leans forward. I think side. Look at. Jeez. What type of gooning is this guy doing, man? God damn. Oh my god. Absolutely horrifying. Horrific shit. Horrific shit. Horrific shit.
What is up, everyone? Hello, and welcome. Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know.
Oh shit.
Hello.
Oh no, the camera's been the whole time. Yes, it has. Big up. Oh my god.
I love watching this for my lunch break.
No problem, brother. No problem. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Big up, take me to your leader. Big up, take me to your fucking leader. You're a legend. Big up. Enjoy your lunch. What are you having for lunch anyway? Oh, by the way, talk about lunchtime. I got a break in a minute. Let's finish the Bryan Callen thing. Talk about lunchtime. I got a break in a minute. Let me know what you're having. Let me know what you're having. What are you having for drink? What are you having for lunch? Awkward as fuck. Exactly. Bare awkward. Anyway, let's go back to the Callen video. Fucking hell. I've got ADHD in it for sure. I played 2 minutes of this video only. And we've jumped from Joe Coy to DSP. God almighty. I have issues.
Yeah. A bunch of times. Yeah.
He's funny.
He sold out Brea, I think, like 28 times.
Oh, nice. Canned fish and rice. Can't go wrong with that. I've got some leftover Chinese. Actually, I've got some special fried rice I'm going to eat. I'm going to probably crack a couple of eggs on top of it. But then I'm going to make some rice and some diced potatoes and minced meat for the rest of the week. Diced potatoes and minced meat I'm making for the rest of the week, actually. Big up. Oh, big up, Game Bread. Barber. Oh, yeah, I need to get my hair done too. You reminded me. I need to get my hair braided too. Big up, Game Bread.
I feel like
it's like, come do the shows.
Whatever city he's in, every Filipino that exists in that vicinity,
like even like
come see him.
200-year-old Filipinos come out, and his merch is fucking lit. Joe's the best.
I suck. I don't know how to. I need your help with merch.
I got you.
I don't know what the fuck to put on a shirt or to put
for your fitness show. I got you.
That'll be good.
That's gonna be good
for your fitness show. Interesting. Did you hear that? For your fitness show. Is Nick getting his own show? Is Nick Simmons getting his own show? Has all the glazing worked? Is he getting a show under TFATK? Is he getting a show under Thick Boy? Is he getting his own show under Thick Boy? Maybe they're going to host it first at the new studio. By the way, they haven't spoken about a new studio much, have they? They haven't mentioned a new studio much since Chin mentioned it's going to be some sort of shed or whatever. They haven't spoken about a new studio. I wonder if it's still on. Nick's getting his own show.
You're not a merch guy either.
I'm not an anything guy right now. Things aren't going so well.
No, but Brian
It's getting
merch?
worse.
No.
I'm having a hard time. I'll be honest.
It's all good, Bri.
And
Look at Chin trying to cheer Brian up. Chin, shut the fuck up, man. He should be nervous. He should be upset. Chin out here trying to give him a pep talk. He actually needs this dose of reality. It's a good thing that Brian is reflecting on his career and thinking, oh shit, I might have fucked it up, you know? It might be over. Because maybe it is. Or maybe it might give him the push to kind of, you know, make some changes. Because he is 60, still trying to break through. Because I didn't know, only this stream has taught me, you know, learning more about these guys. I didn't actually know that Bryan Callen has never had a special on a streaming platform. Bryan Callen has never had a special on a streaming platform or signed to a network or anything. Even though he's been in fucking, 40-Year-Old Virgin, he's been in all these movies, right? He's kind of got a decent Hollywood career, it's decent Hollywood credits. He's friends with Rogan and stuff. He's been around forever, comedy podcasts and shit. He's never had a special on a streaming platform or a big network. Not on Comedy Central, not on HBO like back in the day, nothing. It's all been on YouTube. That's kind of concerning because at least some of those comedians are on YouTube now. Some of them had a special before on Netflix, at least one. Or maybe one on Comedy Central when that was still on. Or at least one on fucking HBO back in the day when that was still a thing. Or maybe on Showtime when that was still a thing. Brian's had nothing. So if I was him, I would be concerned. You should be reflecting on your career thinking, hold on, I've got enough credits. I should be able to get a deal from Netflix based on my fucking experience alone and the people that I know and my network, you know, that should be enough for them to be like, you know what, let's give you a chance because you're friends with Rogan people might watch your thing, that might mean more sign-ups, but nah, he got nothing. So he should be concerned, he should be worried.
no, I've been
Listen to
having a hard
Chin,
time.
man.
Yeah, listen to me.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to get out of it. Sometimes you get into a situation where you're not sure how to get out of it, but that's okay. Figure it out. You know, it's good. I have friends I can call and talk to.
Yo, big up.
Brian thought he would be Ryan Reynolds, ha ha ha. Smiley face emoji.